Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Draw 2. My name is Ramny, and today we are going to be drawing K-2SO from Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Now, the thing with this is you can have this paper this way or this way. It doesn't really matter. I choose to have mine this way. And like I always say, as you're watching this video, feel free to pause it anytime so that you guys can catch up on your drawings. We all draw at different speeds, so find a pace that works for you and stick to it at the same time. If your drawings look a little different than mine, that is completely fine. Hope you guys got your drawing tools. I've got my pencil, I've got my black inks pens, I've got my eraser, and I've got my paper, and I'm ready to go. So let's get started. Now K-2SO is going to have a pretty big body, and he's going to have a tiny head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the head first, and the head is going to be this upside down bowl, you could say. And I'm just going to draw it like this for now, and like that. So it's just an upside down bowl like this. Now from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start shaping the jaw part, and this is where it gets a little bit complicated. I'm just going to create this shape first, and we're going to go in a little bit more later on once we finish drawing the rest of the body. From there, I'm going to draw the neck part, and I'm going to draw the neck like this for now. So think of it as a cylinder that just goes up the neck. So two straight lines and a curve over here, and it's sort of sideways. So it's not up and down. It slants a little bit to the top right. Okay, now from here, I'm going to draw an oval that looks like this. And this is going to be, now think of it as being the same size as the width of the head. So from here to here, you want to try to do it the exact same way. And you want to double that up. So I draw a ring, and then I draw another one inside it. Do it roughly for now. We'll go back in and fill it in later on. Now here, I slope down like this, and same thing over here, I slope down. And what you want to do is you want to create this, you want to start creating the body. And right here, I'm going to roughly draw the front of the, like the, what do you call it? The chest piece, I guess you could call it. The torso armor. And it has this little shape right here, and that's sort of like the front of it. So you'll notice that K-2SO is going to be, his body is going to be turned this way. So it's not quite centered. Now from the bottom here, you want to draw a line going down like this, and then here we're going to do the same thing. We're going to draw a line like this. Actually, let me reshape this a little bit, so because it goes like this and then in like that. And now what you want to do is you want to create, this is going to be the chest plate now. So from here, drawing it all the way down, and then here I close that. So as you guys can see, it sort of creates this dome-like structure. And then, now from here, I do the same thing. I go this way, and I'll leave it like that for now. I'm going to figure out where the arm goes, and then I'll find out. We'll figure this out after that. Okay, now let's go over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to start from here, and we're going to draw the sleeve. And it sort of does that shape right there. Now this continues, and then I'm going to create a little circle right here, or oval. And you want to make this oval. Actually, you want to make it a little bit bigger than this one, so try to find that, if not a little bit bigger, at least just as big. Okay, now this is going to be, it goes inwards like that, and from here it goes up like this, and this is going to be where the back is. So I made this little triangle right here, and then I created another line beside this side of this triangle. I draw a line going down, and then from here I draw a line going this way. Now you want to make sure that this and this are roughly in the same height from each other, because they are the exact same piece. Okay, here's a seam right here. By the way, just came back from the doctor's today because I'm still not getting any better. My voice is better, but I'll probably occasionally be coughing. And yeah, I've got the strep throat, and I've also got a cough. So that's what's wrong with me, and it's been 2 weeks of it, and I'm getting really frustrated because I haven't been able to talk properly. Anyway, I hope you guys are feeling well this holiday season. The flu has been going around. Okay, I'm going to double that up. So I have two lines right there. And actually what I want to do is I want to create a fin line right here. And this is all part of this little arm shape. This right here, I'm going to shade that in, so that'll be colored black. Okay, let's go over here. We want to create this on this side, and we're just going to really see the curve like this. That's all we really get to see. Now, let's create the arm. This is going to be covered, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase that part, and I'm going to create, I'm going to move up a little bit, a slight little line, and then a longer one like this. And you want to create another line over here that is parallel to this. So you want them to be the same. Now from here, I curve it here at the top like that. So it makes this shape right here. Now right here it goes straight. But what it actually has is it has this curve right here. So as you guys can see, that's sort of like a tiny shoulder for K-2SO. And then let's just complete the oval underneath it, just like that. Okay. Now K-2SO his arms and legs are significantly thinner than his body. His body is kind of big and tiny. So let's reflect that. Let's go back over here. I'm going to draw from here. I'm going to draw a line going down. And I will do the exact same line from here, go down like this. So this is actually the center, and he's got his body tilted this way. Okay, so now that we have the center, I'm going to draw a line right here, and I'm going to draw his crotch piece, which is like essentially his underwear. So I draw a line from here to here, and then I bring it up like this, and I bring it up as well over here. You want to make that same angle. And then I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to create the crotch, the actual crotch. So find from here to here, you want to make the same width from here throughout, and you want to do the same thing over here with this line, and you keep going down until you have this shape right here, and you want to close it off right around here. So that's the crotch. Okay, let's create some dents, some curves on the metal. They're not quite sharp edges, but they're edges nonetheless. One there. And I'm not going from edge to edge. I'm just creating a little line in the middle. Another one there. And I'll draw another one up here. Just a little one like that. Okay. And I go over here and I do the same thing. So one there. Actually, that might be a little too high. Right here is good. Now here you want to change direction, so you kind of want to go this way. And same thing over here. You want to change direction this way. Okay, and then you close that off like that. And then from here, angle it down, and then down one more time. Just like that. Okay. Now, we're going to make a circle. Actually, you know what? Let's go from here. Not quite finished right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this line, and then create a line like this. And then over here, I'm going to curve it like this. So you're seeing it at different angles, so it kind of looks like that. Okay. And now what this is going to do is it's actually going to connect over here like this. And over here, you don't really get to see much of it, but it connects like this. And so this is like the hip joint. And we're not going to draw the legs, all of the legs, obviously. But what we are going to do is we're going to create these ovals over here, which is where that hip socket is. So make this oval just like that. And this one, you won't be able to see it. Actually, you can, and we'll make it stick out like this. Okay. And I'm going to double that up. So it's 2 lines like that. And this one as well, 2 lines. So it's a disc. It's like the Pringles lid, you know? Okay. Now there's a bunch of machinery right here, and I'm just going to create some space for it. A little circle, little line like that. Excuse me, my cough is terrible. I'm trying to shield it away from the microphone, but that's hard sometimes. Okay, so there's going to be some machinery right here, and we'll draw that in a little bit later. But we'll go over here, and we'll do the same thing. Little gap where we're going to put some machinery later on. And let's go over here, and let's draw a curve, a slight curve like this. And what it's going to be is it's going to be another disc like that. But this thing is going to be his leg. So from here, line going down like that, and about here. So you kind of notice it's wide over here and then gets narrow. So here's that disc I made. From there, I draw a line going down, and from here, I just curve, make a little curve going down like that. And we'll do the same thing on this side now. So here's that disc. Okay. Just like that. Now from here, I draw a line going down. And then over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a little circle. And right here, I'm going to create an oval. Not too big, but that big. I'm going to make an oval right here. And you want to make it so that the side of the oval kind of contours to the side of the leg. And the side of the leg goes around the oval and then goes down. and that's K-2SO's big fat hips. So he's got big hips. Okay, now we just finish this off, and there you go. That is K-2SO's legs. There you go. Now over here, I'm going to make this, draw a little curve right here to continue so that this goes to the back. Okay, now let's work on the arms, and then we'll get into the details. Right here is the logo for the Empire, and make sure you guys find my tutorial for how to draw the Empire logo. You could do that right here. Okay, now let's draw his arms, and they're skinny arms now. Goes down like this. Close that off, and here I'm going to create a rectangle and then an oval on the side and another oval right here. Okay, I'll draw a little oval inside as well. So you want to make this thing, it kind of looks like toilet paper. You want that, and then you want the arm to just go straight down, and it gets skinnier and skinnier as you go down. Okay, now here at the top I'm going to make it curvy so that toilet paper kind of gets covered. And then I'm going to draw two lines right here. And there you have it. I'm going to draw a bunch of lines right here, about 3. One more over here, one more over here, and 2 over here. And then I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to be drawing the rest of his hand. So that's one side, and then the other side, I'm going to start off right here, and I'm going to draw a curve and then a line going straight down like this. Now you want to make sure that this and this are the same size because they're the same thing. They're the same shoulder pad, I guess you could say. Okay, so here's that shoulder pad. I'm going to double it up right here. And actually, let's go back over here and we'll do the same thing. Double that up. So make 2 lines. Let's go back over here. From here, change direction slightly. And over here, go down. And then just connect. Now here, I'm going to draw a line going straight. Oh yeah, let's not forget to double this up as well, inside. Okay, now let's do the same thing. Line going straight down. Once you get to this part, you want to create a flat line to make a rectangle. Put that big. Behind here, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to do that toilet paper roll. Here's the side, and then here's the other end. And then of course I create this 2 lines in the middle. Now notice I'm making it a little too big, but you want to make it the same size. So what I'm going to adjust this. Just like that. You don't want it to be different sizes, otherwise your drawing will look disproportional. Okay, so there's the toilet paper roll. Now I'm going to make this go this way. And remember, you start over here and then you get skinnier and skinnier until you get a really skinny wrist. There you go. Okay, 1, 2. I'm going to draw 3 lines right there, like I did before. Another one over here, another one over here, and then this one you don't really get to see, so we'll leave it. Okay, so that's pretty much K-2SO's body. Now let's fill in the details. Let's start off with the head. And let me zoom in on the head. All right, so we did this dome shape right here. If you find that your pencil is starting to get dull, make sure you sharpen it, because if you're going into drawing those little parts on the face, it's going to be a little bit difficult if your pencil is dull like this one. This one's pretty dull, so you kind of want to keep it sharper than that. So this one's pretty good. I'll leave it. Now, I'm going to draw 2 sockets for the eyes. And I'm going to find one right here, and the other one right here. Okay, so they are closer to this line than they are to the top of the head. And they're about this far apart from each other. Now, we want to give that a 3-dimensional shape, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another circle, but off to the left a little bit. It kind of looks like he's looking to the left, the way that I have it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill that in, and I'm going to draw some vertical lines, just like that. And it still looks like he's looking to the left, but when I ink it later on, hopefully it won't show that much. Okay, now it's like a vocal box, a voice box right here. So I'm going to draw a square, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to round off the corners of that square. Just like that. Now the middle of that, the bottom line, I'm not going to fill it all the way through, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a rectangle within that square And I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 lines going through that. And just leave it like that. There you go. Now, over here, 2 lines going out, and then up to this line right here. And what you can do is you can actually create a little dimple, or a little, like this line doesn't go all the way straight. It goes this way and it goes up slightly, goes across, and then goes down, and then goes across again. There you go. Now from here, I'm going to draw a line going out to about there, and here, another line going out, about that much. Okay, from here, I'll draw another rectangle, 2 rectangles right there. And then I'm going to draw the sides of the head. From here, I'm going to create this small line, and then draw a line going down. This sort of acts as his ears, I guess you could say. So from here, you go down about this far. And you want to create this L shape. So from here, it goes this way, and it goes into the face like that. So it makes this L, so you guys can see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 3-dimensional sides to that L, so it looks like that. Now over here, beneath that, I'm going to create this trapezoid shape. Rhombus? Trapezoid? One of those shapes. Does that. And then another 3-dimensional aspect to it. And I'll do the same thing on this side, but the way that his head is shaped, it goes like this. So you don't really see that L. So you see a little tall or a little rectangle like that, and then another rectangle over here. Excuse me. So that's what you get to see. Okay, 2 circles right here. And then some more circles outside of it, kind of right here. Now over here, it's this side of this shape right here. Do the same thing over here. And it goes in like that, and then it goes down like this, and then it goes in. Now over here, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to draw 3 lines like this. Actually, make it 4. So 4 lines underneath this little panel right here. And then I just draw a line going in. Now the rest of this is just going to be shaded like that. I'm going to reshape his head a little bit, just slightly, because I just want his head to be a little bit taller, just slightly taller. You guys probably might not even need to do this with yours. Okay. There are tons of circuitry and gadgets in all of these, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create some random lines to make it look mechanical in nature. There you go. Now let's draw the neck part. I'm going to draw 2 lines going down the middle of the neck like this. And I'm going to draw 2 discs. This is actually 1 disc right there. I'll make the other disc down here. So that's 1 disc. Another disc down below. And I'm going to... So I kind of made the one at the bottom a little bit bigger. And then you kind of want to make this spine. It kind of looks like a spine. So right here in the middle of that disc, you want to create this shape, or you want to create that. So what it does is it creates this like cylinder in the middle with these rings going around that cylinder. And then at the top, I'm going to create another one just like that. Now this has all like, there's lots of mechanics to this as well. So I'm just going to create some random mechanical lines just going around the discs and that little spine that he has in the middle. Okay, now over here, this curve and this curve right here kind of gives it that recessed look. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bunch of lines around it like this. So here's that line, and there's that. And then just draw a bunch of rectangles, I guess. There you go. Now let's go over here. I'm going to draw a rectangle inside this shape, but that big. Now I like to do it freehand, but if you guys are comfortable with a ruler, feel free to use a ruler. Within that rectangle, here's a rectangle at the top. And then over here, here's a rectangle over here, and I'm going to divide it into 4 equal sides. And then I'm going to create this upside down L shape, just like that. Now he's got another panel over here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line like this, rectangle. Okay, now this line and this line should go together. Okay, right there. And then make it go up. So now he's got this little panel just like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle in the middle and then another one below it. Okay. Now let's go over to the shoulder. So I've got that. And then I've got this little faint ring that we did here earlier. What you want to do is you want to draw a line from here to there. I'll draw two over here, and this sort of separates it. And these are just a bunch of random panels. So I'm going to divide that into 3 sections. And each section has, here's a rectangle right here, and over here I'm going to draw 1 small line and 2 long lines. And then down here I'll do the exact same thing, 1 there, 1 here. And I'm going to draw 1 triangle or 1 rectangle over here. And on this one, yes, we could just do 2 lines going like this, just like that. Okay, a bunch of circuitry right here. It's actually going to be really faint, filled with shadows. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw this line right here, and I'm going to color this in black later on. Okay, now here's the Rebel Alliance logo. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. If you guys want to continue or you want to draw it, please watch my tutorial. Okay, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to draw some details on the arm, and then we will continue with the rest of the body. Over here, arm goes like this, and then down. 1, 2, 3 lines inside. Should be equal. Okay, another line going down the middle, and then the edge like that. Now this thing right here should have a line going through the middle as well. Okay, so these are lines that we did already. So over here, I'm going to draw 2 lines at the top and at the bottom, and I'm going to connect them. And I'll do it again over here, like that. Okay, and then lastly over here, just a line going down like this, all the way till you reach this band right there. Let's do the same thing on this side. Okay, so here's a bunch of panels that's going to be too dark that we won't even be able to see it. So I'm going to shade this in right here until I'm actually going to draw a line going down like this. Shade that in, shade this in, like that. Now over here, line across, and then down. Okay, now over here, I'm going to split this in 2, like we did over here. Over here, I mean. Now over here. Right over here, these are the lines we did earlier. Same thing, a little panel over here, like that. We don't really get to see the other side of this panel. See here, over here, there's 2. Here's just 1, that's fine. And then 1 line going through like this, and that's it. Now lastly, let's work on the inside of the mechanics inside this chest piece. So we've got these 2 lines already. I'm going to double them up, like that. So it should be 2 lines here and 2 lines over here. And then right down the middle of it, I want to draw 2 more lines. Now you notice that they're wider at the top and then they get narrower as you go down. That's how it should be. Okay, so I create this shape, little line here, another one over here, and then another line across. Now over here, I'm going to make this little square shape. And inside that square, I'm going to draw a rectangle and a circle. Okay, another line up here, and I'm going to create this like square outline inside. And over here I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 lines going across. Now on each side I'm going to draw 2 lines going this way, and then it sort of goes out, and then they go back in around here, and then they continue going down. Now let's connect them over here and over here. and then draw a line going across, one right here and one over here. Now, with these, I'm going to find this little gap right here, make a little rectangle, and I'll draw a bunch of lines inside that rectangle right there. So it's this right here. A bunch of little lines inside, and I'll do the same thing up at the top. One there, and over here. Now this one is longer than this one, and that's fine. So this right here, this rectangle is bigger than this. Okay, now lastly, we've got this little gap right here, and I'm just going to create one little diagonal line there, one diagonal line over here, and I'll make this line a little bit thicker. Okay, and lastly, one diagonal line there and one here. There you go. From here, a line across and up, and I want to do the same thing over here, line across and going up like that. And then a bunch of other mechanics right here. So from here, I'm just going to create a line going this way, and then diagonal lines right there, and 1, 2 right there. There you go. And then the rest can be shaded black. Actually, I can draw a little line right there. You won't be able to see it on this side, but 2 lines up here, and then shade the rest black, like that. I'm actually going to shade the top part as well, because you want to create this shadow. So this chest plate is going to create a little shadow inside. So what I'll be doing later on is I'll be coloring the top part as well, so it creates that shadow. Okay, now let's go to the crotch area. Over here, let's create a rectangular panel with another rectangle inside, like that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 slits right here. And then over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create diagonal lines first, and then this line going across, 2 little lines on each side, and then connect it at the top, like that. So you have that. It's kind of like a elongated Superman logo. A 0 and a 1. One rectangle, and another rectangle right there. Okay. Over here, I'm going to create just a gap, or just a little seam between the metal right there. Now this right here is going to be filled with mechanics, and instead of adding mechanics to it, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to color that black, and I guess right here, yeah, just leave it like that. I don't want to overcomplicate it any more than it is. So I'm just going to color that in with black. Okay, now right here we're going to go through the middle right here, but what you want to do is you want to create this I don't know how to call it. I want to create this pattern. So line going down the middle, and then this line like that. So it sort of goes this way, the line going down the middle, and then you make like teeth, and then down the middle, and then more. So it creates this little shape right here, like it's a gear, and these are the teeth of that gear. Now over here, I'll draw another circle within the circle, oval rather, triangle, or a rectangle inside, 2 lines, and then a triangle right here. Okay, and lastly what we're going to do is we're just going to add a curved line going across with a line going down the middle right there. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So this is going to be black. This is going to be black as well. And then now you've got this part right here, which you want to draw a line across, right? But each time you want to create these little teeth, like it's a gear. There you go. And then lastly, this curve, and then a line going down the middle. And I think we got it. That is it. That is how you draw K-2SO from Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. If you guys missed my review on Rogue One, that's already up on my channel, so feel free to check that out as well. But that's it, you guys. That is K-2SO. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys had a great Christmas, because this is the first time since before Christmas that I made a video. So that's it. Hope you enjoy.
And that's all the time that we have. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. I hope your drawings turned out great. And if they did, I would love to see them. So please go ahead to the Google Plus community and post your artwork there for everybody to see. If you are curious about the equipment that I use to do my tutorials or to make my videos, I have links to those in the description below. And if you guys want to purchase some merchandise, I also have links to those in the description. Remember that clicking on those links helps to ensure that content creators like myself are supported so that we can continue making good stuff for you guys free of charge. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe. Here in this channel, I show you how to draw your favorite characters in easy to follow, simple step-by-step instructions. So if you like what you see, please come on over and hit that subscribe button just below this video. And of course, if you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you guys like this video, commented below, or share this video with your friends in social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and on my website, droid2.com, where you can download a whole bunch of coloring pages of my tutorials here on YouTube. Again, you guys, all of the links to those are in the description below. Finally, thank you once again, and as always, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. I'll see you guys in my next tutorial.